really time management is really the starting point for creating a system for yourself before you create a system for your entire business.
Jared, welcome to the Real Estate Ballers Show. Today we're just gonna dive right in. So, having coached a lot of business owners, can you share how important is it to have a system?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, systems are key to any business, especially if you're wanting to create a business that'll give you a better life. Because if you don't have systems, you're going to be running around like a crazy person. You're going to be in all different directions. And maybe you'll get your business to a certain point. Maybe you'll make a certain amount of income, but then you get to a point where you're stuck and you're miserable. And so systems are good not only to make more money, to create an asset that's worth something, but also to enjoy your life more.
Well, explain what a system is to us, please.
System's a big word, and systems are used in a lot of different ways. One thing I always like to think about is a process before I talk about system. A process would be a specific and repeatable way of doing something. So for example, if you're talking about creating a marketing system, you might have multiple processes that fit into this web, which creates the entire system for marketing. So for marketing, you might have something with paid ads, or you might have something with a certain type of lead generation, a marketing vehicle, and it's a specific and repeatable way to do something. And that's one element of an entire web of processes that create a larger system. And so the word system is used in a lot of different ways. So by definition, I just say a whole bunch of processes create an entire system for a company. And then also, when you have these different elements of the business, you have a holistic system for the entire business because you have different areas of the business. So for example, you might have a system for marketing, a system for sales, a system for operations, a system for leadership or managing people. And so you can also have a system that kind of is the umbrella of the entire organization. You have a system for marketing and all these different operationals that lead up to the larger system. I know that's about as easy to understand, as clear as mud, but we'll get into the nitty gritty of it, I'm sure, in our conversation more today, V.
Yeah, I mean, look, most of our listeners are new, starting out in the real estate world and want to build wealth through real estate, right? And if I'm a new person coming into this world all on my own, system just sounds really overwhelming. Where do I even begin?
You know what? That's a great point. Here's where you begin. You begin with yourself. You begin to create some sort of way to lead your own life in a certain way. So I would even use the word system if I was a solo entrepreneur to start off to begin with, because we're talking about a business. Maybe talk about how to be more productive, how to have better time management. Those are things to think about. So systematically, do a lot of people that are listening, is this their full-time party, or do some people have multiple, like a full-time job and they're listening to this? Or what's the majority of people we're speaking to here?
Most of the people are new,
okay,
younger generation, younger demographic, like mid-20s to mid-30s.
Okay.
So starting out.
Okay. So one thing to think about is creating a system for our life first. How do we manage our time? When do we work on the things that we work on? And so as I look at just going kind of as granular as possible, we have a schedule for our life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The first thing I look at is because a lot of people in real estate, they want to create wealth, but they want to create wealth because they want to have a better life. And so oftentimes I think about, when do you want to be not working? When do you want to have your off time? And so the first thing I recommend do is create a life system where you might take one day off per week, or you might take a half day off per week. Also, create a system for what time do you like to get up in the morning? What do you do before you get up in the morning? So what's your system for getting ready for the day, or your process for getting ready for the day? Do you create exercise? Do you do some sort of pre-planning for the day? And then we look at the different times throughout the day. And so if you have a full-time job, a lot of people that do real estate maybe have to do that in the kind of nooks and crannies of their day. But how do you organize your day? So like on Monday, what do you do in 3 chunks? Maybe 8 to 11, 11 to 2, and 2 to 5, for example. And then you kind of figure out, okay, in my day, I'm going to be working on this element of real estate in the morning. I'm going to be working on this block of chunk in the middle part of the day. I'm going to be working on this in the afternoon. And so really time management is really the starting point for creating a system for yourself before you create a system for your entire business.